Today I'm sharing a look that is perfect for Halloween or fall in general, a night out, or if you want to go out on Halloween as a vampire or a witch or anything mystical or evil like that. I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, which I'm still loving. It has its little issues, but I think that's the nature of any palette. No palette is going to be universally perfect for every look you want to do. But I would definitely recommend it. I'm really loving it. I think I'm going to be wearing it a lot. So if you want to see how I got to this look, keep watching. I'm going to start by priming my lids, and as usual I'm using the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. Under my eye too. The first shade I'm going to use is Devilish. So it's this matte. It's a red toned plum matte, is how they describe it. So I'm just going to take my E40 brush and I'm going to put it in my crease and a little above my crease. Now since this is this is a darker, more pigmented color, I'm going to try to do just little bits at a time and build it up. I'm taking it like almost up to touch my brow. I'm just using a Sigma E25 to get it a little bit closer in. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of loose setting powder. I have the Dermablend kind. I'm going to apply a bit of this under my eye because I noticed a little bit of fallout as I was working with that color, and some of the other colors we're going to use are metallic and dark, so I'm sure there'll be a little bit of fallout, and that fallout will be a little bit more obvious than lighter shades. Now we can just brush that off at there when we're done, and we won't have a big mess to deal with. Now I'm going to take my E25 brush and I'm going to use Privacy, which is a deep plum brown toned matte. I'm going to put that in my crease. Just add little bits of it at a time to build it up so it doesn't get too patchy. Okay, I'm just going to blend that a little bit with my E40 brush. Instead of following my crease in a more circular motion, I kind of angled more straight through here instead of like curving down, just to kind of change my crease a little bit, and I thought for like a more vampy look it would work well, but we shall see. Okay, now I'm going to use Drunk Dial right here, which is like a metallic burgundy shade, and I'm going to put that on the outer two-thirds of my lid. It's metallic, so I want to use more of a flat brush to prevent fallout. So I'm just going to use like a flat brush here. This is actually a concealer brush, but I think that works well. So even though this shade is a metallic, it's not like super metallic on the lid unless you either add a lot of it, or you wet it, or you add a glitter primer or something like that to really intensify it. For the look I'm going for, I wanted more of like toward the matte side and just very smoky. So that's what I'm going with, but if you want it more shimmery and metallic, add some water or a setting spray or, yeah, a glitter primer like I did in my last video using the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. Next I'm going to use Young Love, which is a metallic cranberry color. And it's really hard to angle this. Okay, so see, it's shimmery. I think this shade is so gorgeous, and I feel like a full lid with this shade would be beautiful. So I was really excited to use it in this look today. It's kind of where I started with when I was trying to decide what look I wanted to film today. I was like, I want to use Young Love in some way. So I'm just putting that on the inner corner of my eye. Inner half. Well, not quite a half, around a half. And that actually went on a lot easier than Drunk Dial. It seems to be a lot more pigmented. Yeah, that applies really nicely. Drunk Dial is a little rougher to do. Okay, I'm just going to blend that out using my E25. I'm just going to add a little bit of Drunk Dial on there and then kind of just work it where those two shades meet. I want it a little darker, so I'm going to use more Drunk Dial. If you want it lighter, use more of Young Love. It's just up to you. So I'm going to add a little bit more privacy into my crease using my E25 just to darken it up a little bit. Especially if you want to use this for like a Valentine, I mean not Valentine's, if you want to use it for a Halloween look, darker is better. But if you're going for a softer look, you don't have to. Obviously. Just taking the little brush it came with, and I'm adding a little more privacy. Then I'm going to blend that with the E40. Now I'm kind of torn about whether to use a liquid liner or not, but I think what I'm going to try is just using Privacy, that one we put in our crease, as kind of a liner. So I'm just going to use a brush like this. It's a liner brush, and this one I already dipped in. But it's an It Cosmetics for Ulta brush. It's brush number 125. And then I'm just going to line my upper lid with that. Using just the shadow as a liner really keeps the look very, very smoky. If you want it to be a little bit darker, then you can always grab like a black from a different palette. Okay, now we're going to go underneath the eye, and I'm going to use Devilish again. So that was that first color we applied right here, that plum color. And I'm going to use my liner brush again. I'm just going to clean off it a little bit. Got some of that. And I'm going to take my E25, if I can find out what I do with it. There we go. And I'm going to use that same color Devilish, and I'm just going to smoke it out a little bit more. I like to kind of just make it meet the upper eye makeup. Now I'm going to use Privacy, which is this dark toned plum matte. It's really getting used today. And I'm going to put that under my eye as well, just a little bit higher up than the other color. And I probably won't take that all the way into the inner part of my eye, just keep to the like outer 2/3. Now I'm going to add Bang Bang, which is this light metallic pink, to the middle, the inner corner of my eye. It's got like a little bit of gold to it, which I think is a nice touch for a look like this. A pop of gold on this would look really nice if you want to use another palette too. I rarely go without a liquid liner, so I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this, but I think we should like finish the face and then I'll add liner if I am really feeling like I'm missing it. Ooh, I should highlight under my brow bone. I might use a touch of that Bang Bang again, just to see how that is. Okay, now I'm just going to dust away the powder under my eye. Now I'm going to curl my lashes quickly. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara because that's the one I bought recently and I don't hate it. I'm just using the, I don't even know what this says. Just using a black pencil. Okay, I might do the upper part too. Probably better to do this before you apply mascara, but that's me. I always make these decisions at the wrong time. Now I am going to apply lashes. I'm using the Vegas lashes from Mink Lash Love. They're magnetic. So I'll just put those on really quickly. So these lashes are definitely dramatic. I thought that would be fun with this look since it's very sultry and smoky. Okay, I'm going to use this pencil from NYX. It is Current. Okay, so I kind of filled in my lips too because I find with these darker colors it's a good idea, because if your lipstick starts to wear off, at least you've got some other dark color under there. Okay, so I'm going to use, I've decided upon Divine Wine from Maybelline. It's like this. Now's a good time to use a lip brush with these dark shades to get a more precise edge. You can clean this up with concealer around the edges, but I think I might be too lazy today to do that. Also, if you want it to last longer, make sure you blot and reapply and blot again. But once again, I'm too lazy to do that right now. Okay, now I'm just going to go finish up my hair and maybe clean up my lips a little bit, and I'll be back. So here's the final look. I decided to keep my hair very sleek, even though I hate having sleek hair because I feel like just dead to my head. But anyway, I thought that fit the whole vampire theme really well. I think this would be a really easy thing to do for Halloween if you're not big into dressing up or you just forget or procrastinate like I always do. So I'm really liking the palette. I feel like not every shade in there is super pigmented and you kind of have to work to bring out the metallic of the metallics. But I feel that's intentional because I think they try to keep these very wearable, so you can wear them every day or for a night out, and to do that you kind of can't make them too intense. So I think the whole thing is you build up and add different products to build up to the look you want, which I'm okay with, but if that's a problem for you, maybe this isn't the palette for you. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you'd like to see more looks like this, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye. Shimmery metallic pink, and I'm going to put a little bit, blah, 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 blah.